Alright, so this tournament is the Beyblade Underground tournament. It's the first one that we've done like it in San Antonio, and the prizes were serious, so it needed a serious deck. I was running all Drake slash Dragoon Beyblades, and yeah, impacts on Glide. I saw something about it, so we went ahead and brought it. I think, for sure though, one of the most important things to mention about this tournament is that all the stadiums were about knee height, and we're playing to 4 points with the Japanese style rule set. So there's no launch errors or redos or anything like that. Like you knock yourself out, you lose. And I do lose right off the bat to my rival Barbecue, who I managed to get a win on last tournament, but we'll have to see how this one goes. And I don't even remember what the next Beyblade is. I want to say that I'm going to go with Dragoon, and he's also going to go with Dragoon. But key difference for this time, though, is I'm not using Elevate. Mine's actually on Low Rush, specifically to beat other Dragoons. Because if you can catch a Dragoon Elevate, it has a much lower chance of beating you. And you see just those extreme dashes after extreme dashes just destabilizing it. Now there's nothing for it to equalize with, so I do get the stamina point, and the combo did what it was supposed to, so that's all I'm excited about. Which now means that he's gonna get Rod on Hexa, and I am going to be stuck with my Impact on Glide, which was kind of built as like an anti-attack kind of combo, so I have to try and now knock out a combo with it, which is a weird kind of situation to be in, but it does work, and I think that really was just because of Hexa. If it was on the high needle or something, I don't think that would happen. So now we reshuffle. I forgot to write down what my reshuffle was. I want to say I went with the Impact because it surprised me and I thought it was going to do really good. Nope, I went with Dragoon. To be fair, it's pretty cool and it's a lot of fun to use. It just gets destabilized. Oh, it's actually Wolf on Hexa, not Rod. His Rod's a brush. Yeah, you see Dragoon getting destabilized so badly. Yeah, that's the problem with a low attacker with a lot of upper attack and a very small bit of surface area that it's using. So if it doesn't get that really cool upper early, you smack the floor. There's the Impact. Yeah, so it's against Dragoon, which is not a good matchup for it. The rubber kind of goes against the left spin and just launches it. I guess you could say it kind of gets boosted. But this is a match against Dinosaur King, and a couple of tournaments ago, he was one of the only people that beat me. I can't remember if I had recorded that tournament or not. So I had a personal vendetta. Yeah, so I do start with the Impact for that kind of blocking strategy against his Tyranno, and it doesn't work. Who'd have thunk, you know? I did see him with the blue launcher, so I was hoping that he would fall into the curse of playing Dragoon second. And he did, so now I'm going to try to catch up to him with the low rush combo. Almost pocketed myself there, but do boost him, and Elevate loves to fly off the rail into that pocket. Now he should just be using Rod Ball, which would go against my Cobalt Drake combo. It's on 960 rush, and it only works, I think, if it's launched really hard and manages to just kind of smack into it at just the right angle. So I do go for a pretty aggressive launch, and it does clip it just right. And yeah, you see it just going and going off the rails there. I actually had borrowed a fresh rush from you, and it definitely made a difference. It would not have done near as well with the chewed up rush that I have. And this match is against AW92. And something that I had talked about at the beginning of this video is that the way that this format worked, also, you didn't see your opponent's Beyblades at all before starting a match. So you kind of had to just make a prediction and go for it. And she actually has a rod on free ball right here. And I do manage to just catch the 560 just right and get a burst. Next. Yes, you see me here trying to line up that stall, the Cobalt. And I don't think that I got as hard of a launch as I probably should have for how this combo kind of has to work. It definitely struggles with things that are close to it in weight, which is not a good thing when most things weigh about the same as the Cobalt blade. Maybe if you put on like a 7, it could do a little bit better, but the 9 actually helped with a little bit of LED, and I think this is where it comes up. But this was not one of them. I lost. So here is a Leon Crest on Elevate, and I was really excited to see how this one does. But it gets boosted, and that's the curse of Elevate. Next up is Astral Zombie, and he's actually a guy that I knew a couple years ago that I had played Beyblade with before X had even came out. We went to school together, and we were just messing around with a couple other guys and some of the Beyblades that I had at the time. So it was cool to kind of see him again and get to play some games. And he had Unicorn Sting on point, and I really thought that the impact kind of tanked it, and it did not. The rubber did not do its job. It shot me out the extreme. Which, good on Unicorn. People don't talk about Unicorn, I feel like. It got kind of forgotten about, but it shows up every now and then, and it's nice to a lot of people know. And next is Tyranno on Orb against my Dragoon, so I kind of have to blow it up. Last is his Phoenix versus my Drake, and he was asking, he thought it looked like Vice Tiger because I moved it really fast, and I had to explain that it was actually no ball Drake. And yep, get pocketed. So. And next up is Vamp, and I have not played him in a tournament since the first tournament I won, like last September, I want to say, where I used Leon Crest on ball and managed to win, and then everyone was trying to make Leon Crest work and it didn't, and I never used it again either. But he does beat me in Rock, Paper, Scissors, which was conveniently above the camera so you can tell what was going on. And first, he should be using Tyranno Rush, and I think I went in evolution order for these three, so I have Drake first. And I learned about the launch power thing. I was trying to make sure I didn't hit Cheeto. And some really nice extreme dashes. I forget how good Rush is when it's not completely chewed through. and I do get the stamina finish there. This is just me switching my launcher. But he does have Dragoon next as well. So I'm thinking, yes, this is great. And I see the angle on his launch, and I'm thinking, yeah, I'm doing good. And then right here, I hit the rail and burst. And that sucked. Just super unlucky, but that's the way it goes, especially in the underground. Yep, you see me kind of switching my launch in the corner. I used to be a lot faster at it until I started to kind of just use the left string launcher without a grip. But I like it with the grip, especially when I'm launching it hard. And his Phoenix was on Unite here, and I figured if I blocked the rail, I could kind of deflect him weird into the pocket, but nope, I just got absolutely boosted and extreme. And this match is going to be against AW92, and I was making fun of Terror for way too long before we actually started playing the match. First is Drake, so launching it hard, and survives the first pocket, and then it ends up going to the opposite pocket, which just looks crazy, especially watching back. You never expect those things to happen. And then since I'm taking too long, that can only mean one thing. That I'm switching my launcher to go left spin, and she's got a wizard rod, so I have to just try and get under because I will not win in stamina. And I actually shoot it out of the top of the stadium, which in the last 2 tournaments, that's actually 2 wizard rods that I've shot out of the top of the stadium. Interesting. Here we go, setup, and you see the tilt. That I really liked that stall that I got the first match, so I was trying to do it again. But she does kind of bounce a little bit, and I do get under and get the first finish there. I already talked about my deck at the beginning of the video, so I'm just going to use that exact same clip, and we're going to call it a day.